This is a shoebill, a prehistoric looking bird famous for its clog-shaped beak, evil death stare, and showing up in various internet memes. You could say that their lives differ from ours in a few minor ways, and I'm going to show you what it would be like if your soul ended up in one of their eggs rather than in front of this video. This is you, one of 2 or 3 shoebill eggs that will hatch after 30 days of mummy and daddy regurgitating water on you to cool you down. Once you finally break free, it might be game over, as shoebills will hatch multiple but only raise one child. The youngest are only there as backups in case the oldest dies or is too weak, and they'll be left out to die if not needed. If your family hasn't killed you, congrats, time for your first meal. Whole catfish regurgitated straight out of your parents' gullet. Yum. You'll be able to fly by 4 months, but won't bother because mummy is still feeding you. Until she gets bored and leaves a month later. You are now an independent shoebill, ready to spend the next few years in solitary silence. Mummy and daddy have stopped feeding you, so you have to do something for yourself for once, which involves flying. But like the modern day work-from-homer who won't travel further than to the fridge and back, you won't fly beyond your minimum foraging distance. A stalker by nature, you spend your time lurking around the swamps, standing completely motionless for hours, patiently staring into the water the same way you stare into the McDonald's kitchen as you wait for your number to be called and your food to show up. When an unknowing lungfish reveals themselves, you're ready, and pounce by quickly collapsing on your prey, stabbing and decapitating them with your sharp bill, then swallowing them whole. This can take anywhere from 30 seconds to 30 minutes depending on the size of prey, and your favourite targets are fish, but sometimes you'll go for snakes, Nile monitor lizards, or baby crocodiles. Emphasis on the baby. You reach full maturity after 3 years and are now one of 3 to 5,500 adult shoebills left in the world. You strut around like you're the king of the swamp. Because you are, having no natural predators and a buffet of prey. You can nearly look the average human in the eye, have an 8-foot wingspan, fully grown samurai feathers, but most importantly, you have massive feet. These help you quick and easily get around the African swamps and marshes where you spend most of your time standing completely still. When you're not hunting, you're making floating nests out of vegetation for somewhere to rest your beak at night, and so you can start work as soon as you roll out of bed. But these don't last forever, and changing water levels force you to painfully relocate to the next street across. Occasionally, this is a poor farmer's flooded livelihood where you compassionately try to help with cleaning up the mess. As Swamp King, you're not really bothered by humans and show no aggression towards them, unless they start hunting you for meat or because they've decided you're a bad omen. I wonder why. You've now reached the age when it's time to lay your own eggs, and you realise, like your parents, that one is enough. A lifetime of solitary silence means socialising isn't your specialty, so finding a mate might be a struggle. But rest assured that once you find one, they won't ever leave you. Like me in my teenage years, once you've found a potential mate, you stare at them in motionless silence before doing the only thing you know how. Pretend to be an AK-47 by rapidly clattering your bill together as a greeting. Once you both realise you're each other's only hope, you get on with building a shared nest. Unlike similar birds that nest in colonies, you get as far away from others as you can and will vigorously defend your social distancing from any other shoebills. Although just married, you're basically divorced and eat alone on the opposite sides of your 8-foot wide nest, communicating only when it involves the children. The rainy season ends, which tells you it's time to lay some eggs. Like your parents, you make sure to have some spares and both stick around to hatch, raise, and abandon your kid. After your yearly social event is done, you can finally return to lurking in your own nest. Till next year. The routine goes on for a number of years until you reach your mid-30s. Now you're starting to get old and you're going a bit grey. Your minimum foraging distance is a mini fridge in arm's reach of your desk. Your legs aren't what they used to be and you could use a hand, but don't rely on your kids because they're off seeing to your grandchildren. As you start to consider retirement, a few minor problems hit you, such as habitat destruction for agriculture and cattle, humans capturing you and your eggs for consumption or trade, wildfires, deliberate fires, and your precious swamps being drained for artificial control of nearby waterways, leaving you wondering, how are you going to be able to continue to sustain yourself in the future?